Counting the regular season, the Chicago Bulls have beaten the Indiana Pacers 5 out of 9. Prior to Game 5 of this series, almost all those games were close. In fact, there was only a 2-point differential between the teams through the first 8 games. Then came the Game 5 blowout, led by Michael Jordan, who had 29, and had he been forced to play more, probably could have had around 40. Tony Kukoc, after a slow start in this series, is now shooting 50% through 5 games. And Phil Jackson hoping for his 6th trip to the NBA Finals and a rematch with Jerry Sloan and the Utah Jazz. Miller and Jackson in the backcourt, although Travis Best has been getting a lot of playing time, as you know, at the point for Larry Bird. Smits has played well in the home games and has pretty much been shut down at the United Center. Harper driving. Misses the reverse. Jordan has it.
Another offensive rebound. The Bulls are really swarming that offensive boards tonight.
Jackson's floater swatted away by Kukoc. Here goes Jordan. Mullen fouls him. Michael hits it anyway and will get the free throw.
How about that concentration by Michael Jordan? The breakaway, Chris Mullen really didn't want to let him score here. But if you're going to take this kind of foul on Michael, you've got to grab his right arm.
Miller dumps it into Smits. Over Longley. Off to a good start. Here is Michael with the jumper. 2 defenders on him. Soft touch. He gets the roll. Scotty with a turnaround. Rodman on the offensive glass.
See, Miller's doing such a good job that he didn't do in Game 5 by keeping those guys out of the post.
Jordan hits a 3. Michael tongue wagging into the lane. Hits the jumper. It'll be Michael to the basket and drawing the foul.
How about the strength of Jordan in the air, absorbs the contact, and knocks Dale Davis back.
There was not going to be any jump shot on this play, Isaiah.
So you watch him use his momentum here as he comes right, goes into the air, absorbs the blow, and he's coming so hard he knocks Dale Davis down. That's how strong he is.
But the difference in the game tonight and in Game 5 is he and Scotty and Tony went unimpeded into the basket and laid the ball in the basket. Tonight, Indiana's putting their body on him.
Chicago ball, trailing by only 3. Jordan looks to cut it to 1 as he splits 2 defenders and does what seemingly only he can. Dale Davis baseline, out to Jackson, and now Mullen, good look at a 3. And his shooting woes continue. That was a true brick. I can't remember the last time I saw Chris Mullen shoot like this in a stretch of games. We all remember seeing Jordan do that. Michael guarded by Reggie, into the lane on him. Kukoc all alone. Longley gets the tip. Miller trying to guard Jordan, but can't.
That's unbelievable. He faked and had no offensive rhythm at all and still faded back over 2 players and hit that shot.
Another Jordan jumper and the same result. It's Jordan, quick turnaround. Michael Jordan gives Chicago the lead and gives himself 25 points.
And you see Jordan wearing that right side of the court out. The shots that he's made this quarter, most of them will come from that right side.
Miller in the lane. Tried to put it up with the left hand, and now the outlet pass is intercepted by Jordan. Here's Longley driving to the hoop, completing it and coming to the line. Antonio Davis draws a double. Best gets into the lane. Nifty pass to Dale Davis.
See, that's the Davis you got to go to because he's being guarded by Kukoc.
Now it's Longley with the left hand, and Rodman has it fall out for him. Still he battles and gets it to Longley. Michael turns, fires, and cuts the lead to 1.
2 offensive rebounds on that possession. The Pacer fans were upset. They thought Longley committed an offensive foul. The referee said, you better stand your ground and play on. We're not going to give you that right now.
27 for Michael. Best finds Smits, and Smits finds the bottom of the hoop.
See, just a little simple screen and roll. Made Longley move his feet just a little bit, which freed up Smits for the step back jump shot.
19 for Rick. Harper, short, Longley to follow.
Another offensive rebound. Now, Rick Smits has got to do a job, Bob. When he comes off that screen, he's got to get back into play. He's having a difficult time getting back in there.
Best working against Kerr, runs him around a screen. Now Smits gets it back, pops the jumper, and hits it again.
See, that's a smart offensive player. I shot the J the first time, I got it back the second time. Now I'm going to give you the pump fake and the dribble getaway move for the easy deuce.
Best is playing him. They're going to double team. You got to pick up the cutter.
The cutter was Harper, and MJ certainly picked him up. Here is Best with Michael all over him. Jordan almost stole it. Rose came up with it and found Smits.
Great vision by Jalen Rose. Great vision. Picked up the loose ball, looked underneath the basket, and threw a bullet right to Rick Smits.
Smits leads the Pacers with 23. More importantly, the Pacers lead the game again. These are the moments Jordan lives for. Into the lane, turnaround fadeaway. That's why he lives for them.
See, I think if you're Travis Best, you got to run at Michael Jordan and make him throw the ball to Ron Harper. You cannot let him beat you tonight at the end of this game.
And Doug, Dick Harder was screaming from the bench, come double team, come double team.
Smits out to Rose. Smits turns, fires, and gives Indiana the lead. Chicago by 1. Best. And a whistle, an illegal defense against Chicago. That means a free throw here because they had one called earlier. And look at Phil Jackson's reaction.
I'll tell you why this is big. Now, if Reggie Miller makes this free throw, it's a tie. So if they score, you get off that odd point. They've been on the odd point. It would give you a 2-point lead instead of trading back going 1-1 is what they've done the last 2 possessions.
And Doug Smits must be smarter right here. Recognize the fact that Longley has come back into the game, so you can't fight him down there. You can't muscle him. Take him out, use your speed, use your quickness to go around him.
Michael Jordan now's on Reggie Miller. Best on Kerr. He can beat him off the dribble.
So that changes things.
He's dribbling it too much.
He goes to the basket and hits on the run. He's got his own ideas, and sometimes I guess they're the right ideas.
Well, at that time, he was being guarded by Steve Kerr and not Michael Jordan. So he set Steve Kerr up and used his foot speed because he didn't have to go against Jordan's foot speed.
If this goes to a 7th game, obviously Larry Bird's Pacers have a chance to win the whole series. But at best, Chicago would go to Utah with very little rest. Game Sunday. Game 1 of the finals would be Wednesday in Utah, and they would have gotten through the Eastern Conference Finals, assuming they win the 7th game at home, without having won against the Pacers on the road, and Utah would have 4 of the possible 7 games against Chicago, or Indiana for that matter, at the Delta Center. So even if they escape in a 7-game series, losing tonight could hurt Chicago. And who's to say they beat them at home?
Now, Ron Harper is in the game, so they've gone to a small lineup. He has Dale Davis on him, so Dale Davis has got to be very careful here.
Watch Kukoc on the penetration.
It's Michael. That's the guy to watch. He stumbles and loses it. McKee has it. The Pacers and the Bulls will take it to the limit.
we're going to win Game 7.
That's a promise.
I never make promises. I don't make promises to my wife, but we will win Game 7.